check this out. Behind us is the brand new 2025 Trails West Boondock Nation Edition Gooseneck trailer. This is gonna be our rig for the season, and it's fully loaded with features. So we wanna take you guys for a full tour inside and out.
Trails West somehow just continues to take these trailers up a notch. There's tons of refinements in here, new features, standard features, and then some optional ones too. This thing is completely loaded down with everything, so we're going to run you through all of it.
But first, a couple of things. We're back with weekly videos. The last one we put out is a full compilation from all of our best cell phone clips. We dumped our camera rolls, picked the best clips, and it's just like almost an hour of raw riding. So if you're looking for that to get you excited for the season, go check that out, and be sure to subscribe to the channel too. It's a great no-cost way to support us, and it really helps us out. So click that subscribe button.
On top of that, we're already thinking in the line of winter. Snow is going to be flying in some states here by the end of the month, and I know it's only October, but we're getting stoked. Out West Sled Fest is going to be here the same weeks as it's been every year previous up in Island Park. So be sure to stay on the lookout for that event coming up, you guys. It's gonna be here before we know it, and we're excited. But first, let's hop into this trailer and go check it out.
We love towing the Gooseneck. This thing pulls like a dream. It's 34 feet of floor space plus 8 feet of gooseneck for 42 feet of overall length. And right here in the bed, it feels super stable going down the road. At the front of the trailer here, you can see one of the refinements for 2025 is these new windows. They're super sleek, they're bigger, and they pop open really easily. It's a great look on the exterior of the trailer, and it adds a lot of light inside. Up in the bulkhead area here, you can see this is the spare tire storage, as well as storage for the propane and batteries. All of that is standard equipment on the Trails West RPM trailers. One thing that's an option is the additional fuel cells. So we've got 80 gallons of fuel storage on here, 2 separate 40-gallon tanks, and the electric pump is right up here. So you can pull sleds up, fuel them up, especially if you're in a remote location. This is awesome to have fuel ready to go when you're on the road. There's a little light up here for when you're changing propane tanks out or working with the fuel system. That's just another convenience that they've added. Another refinement is this weatherproof door for the electric switch for the hydraulic jack. Just keeping that all sealed up, keeping the salt out of there. It's gonna be really convenient.
One of the biggest things you'll notice right away on the side of this trailer are these new steps. This is a new feature for 2025. In the past, it's always just been this top fold-down step, and when you're fully geared up with your pack on and everything, it can be a little bit of a motion to get up in and out of the trailer. So this is a pretty sweet, slick new feature. This, however, is a standard feature. This is the illuminated door handle. This is something that we've had on the Boondock Nation Edition RPMs now for a while, but very cool. Love that. That's kind of a trick little feature that separates our edition. Another option that we've added to our trailer this year is these exterior kicker speakers. These things are pretty sweet, especially for when you're just got the whole crew vibing out in the parking lot, oiling up sleds, doing a little last minute wrenching, whatever it might be. And the awning obviously definitely adds to that vibe too. This is a sweet feature for us. You know, we use this trailer a lot at trade shows as well as when we're on the road, wrenching, living out of this thing, filming, whatever it might be. So these are cool little creature comforts that just make this feel that much more like home. You'll see on the left-hand side of the trailer here still, we've got these fuel doors. These are a standard feature on the RPMs for when you're fishing the gas handle through to your buddy to go gas up your sled and load it up to go riding. Also in the line of filling up sleds, we've got the 2 fuel cells that Jack mentioned, 40 gallons a piece. You could fill one up with race gas, one up with premium, or both up with whatever you want. But just on the left-hand side, so that's convenient when you're at the gas station. One thing that's really cool about these trailers is they've overall height has gotten slightly larger. So if you're using your trailer for more than just snowmobiling, you're hauling big side-by-sides, stuff of that nature, the interior height and the exterior height of the trailer is considerably larger. So they've got bigger wheels and tires to go with that too. These are a little bit heavier duty and just overall larger, so these are going to be able to handle any highway we throw at them and are going to last a little bit longer for us too. So pretty excited to put those to use this winter and see how it handles throughout the season. So we'll touch base with you on that as the winter goes on. To go with a little bit added height and a little bling honestly to the trailers too, as they've added these pretty trick mud flaps to go behind the rear wheels. One last thing on the outside to talk about before we head in is the rear ramp. Standard on the Boondock Nation edition, we have the power rear ramp. It's a pretty sweet feature. Just really takes the effort out of having to lift the door up at the beginning and the end of your ride. It's a nice, slow, controlled movement. Works really good.
It's funny when we do that in the parking lot and people are like, that thing's got a power ramp. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, it's just one of those trick features that Trails West has added to these things, and they keep putting better jacks on them and springs, and they work really well, even when they're full of ice and snow. So should we head inside?
Let's do it.
All right. Coming up the ramp into the back of the trailer here, a couple things to point out. Caliber, grip glides, and traction blocks standard throughout the trailer. Caliber stuff's really nice. And this new ramp liner. So we've been running this for a couple of years. This keeps snow and debris out of the hinges, allowing for easier closure when this is all full of snow and ice. Another thing to note right here is this channel for drainage. There's plugs in the side here, so when this gets full of water, you can just pop these plugs out and drain everything out in the back. Moving on, feature that we've had on the last couple of trailers that we've grown to absolutely love is the optional race doors. So you can see one major difference this year is the smooth finish. You'll notice that throughout the trailer. It's no longer diamond plate. It kind of looks like a Cybertruck in here. I love the look of the smooth finish. It's really taken it up a notch. We love the race doors because it's great to keep them closed when everybody's getting ready in the morning, loading their tunnel bag, putting in oil, working on clutching, whatever it may be. There's lots of in and out of the trailer in the morning. So being able to keep these closed, allow for easy access, keep the heat in, allow some natural light in. The race doors are an awesome upgrade. Trails West makes these right in their facility where they make the trailers in Preston, Idaho. The craftsmanship's awesome, the quality's awesome, and this is a feature that we've grown to love. Moving on, you can see we've got strap storage. These work perfect for the caliber straps, which we highly recommend. Keeps the ratchets off the walls. You've got your straps accessible to tie down your stuff right there. The storage cabinets, you'll notice, have been painted black, and they are also smooth finish versus diamond plate. Just really elevating the look of the trailer. We like to keep clutching stuff right here and other small stuff that we may be using on the workbench, keeping this kind of all shop focused. The workbench is also something they make in-house. They've revised the latch so it's super easy to fold up and down. Above the workbench, you'll see the tunnel sling. This is meant to hang the front or back of the sled. If you're changing out a ski, tightening your track, or even changing your track, really nice to be able to take one of those ratchet straps, crank up the front or back of the sled, and perform whatever work you need to do right here by the workbench. Also got a little organizer tray that Trails West makes. You can put brake cleaner, whatever in here, rags, paper towel. Nice to have this organizer, again, right in the workstation. Beyond that, we've got the dual furnace, which has been relocated to the midsection of the trailer here. Formerly, both furnaces were up front. With a trailer this long in frigid temperatures, there's quite a temperature difference between the front and back of the trailer. This solves that. They've relocated one of the thermostats to the very back to get that temperature reading. This furnace being back here heats up the back of the trailer nice and keeps a consistent temperature throughout. So we've really been a fan of them relocating this furnace to the back here. Moving across the trailer, we've got the mirror. You gotta make sure your goggle straps are nice. Ladies' hair has gotta be nice for when you're heading out to the restaurant for a drink afterwards. What do you think, Bill?
I think it's a pretty nice place to hang out in here. As you can see, I'm just chilling on the couch. This is a feature that we've had for the last couple of years, and we will not be going without ever again. It's so slick the way they've dialed these trailers in. Now we've got the optional couch, which we add as a feature to our trailers personally, and then the standard benches that come in these trailers. It's super comfortable to get ready to go riding or to gear down after a day of riding in here, or if you're just hanging out with buddies or working on sleds. It's a good spot to be. Up here you'll see we've got actually 2 heated helmet cabinets now. Used to be just one previously, but there's actually 2 now, so you can fit a pile of helmets in here and get those things thawing out before you head out riding, and then put them in there at the end of the day, and they'll be dried out for you overnight. Moving to the front of the trailer, the thought of the front of the trailer, keep in mind, is gear storage. That's what we use this space for primarily. So starting over here, you'll see we've got this hook system. Kind of like to think about it like having jackets down here, bibs here, and mono suits here. This is actually the designated monosuit holder. Trails West came up with that a couple of years ago. I think it's genius. Now you'll notice also they've put in these holes in the floor that'll blow heat up to your gear to start thawing that stuff out, in addition to just the track mount system that the Trails West has come with for years. And next to that, on top of the furnace, we've got boot dryers and glove dryers. So there just rounds out your whole drying system, honestly. Really sweet the way they thought this stuff through. It's more dialed than it's ever been, and we're excited to put that to use this winter. On top of that, with the trailer just being taller overall, it just makes this front gooseneck space seem that much bigger. We like to use this for all of our tools, anything that we can kind of tuck up and out of the way. Throw a couple gear bags up there if we're headed out to go riding. You'll see up there, there's the voltage reading for the solar panel that's up on the roof that's keeping this trailer charged right now. And the big kicker sub that's up there that really gives that depth to the sound in the system here in the trailer. This thing absolutely rocks. New for this year, they've put this little pad on top of the step that goes up to the gooseneck. So this is actually a really nice spot to get ready because you've got all the heat blowing right in your face. If it's a really cold day and we didn't let the trailer warm up before getting to the parking lot, you want to be the guy that gets this seat geared up for sure. So kind of getting to the truly key feature that separates our Boondock Nation edition from the rest of the RPMs is the front man door. We've eliminated the front ramp that a lot of gooseneck trailers, the RPMs, have, where you can drive in the back and drive right out the front. We found that all machines that we have come with reverse on them, therefore we just back our sleds out when it's time to go riding for the day. And we mostly come in and out of this front door, throwing gear in and out of the trailer, and when you drop that ramp, you lose all of your heat. So this was our solution to that, and we definitely love it. That also did a really cool thing, which was open up all this wall space right here. So new for the 2025, we have this little storage bin with some more hooks and some additional USBs for charging radios, inReach, phone, whatever it might be. And just a cool way to use up some extra wall space we never had before.
Yeah, that's really the only way we're able to have the couch, these bins, like everything on this wall of the trailer is because we don't have that big ramp.
Yeah,
it takes up a ton of wall space. I could see us like hanging our packs
right here.
We use canister packs, but if you had like a rechargeable battery pack, you know, hang it up right here, boom, plug it in. Yeah, easy.
Really slick. I see that there's also a drain, a plug for the drain right there on the floor.
Yeah.
So when your gear is drying out, there's a way for that water to get out.
Since the couch also folds into a bed, fire extinguisher, and a smoke alarm in here, which is great. There's also a carbon monoxide alarm up in the front, down low. And with all these electronics, you're probably wondering how do you control all this stuff? Well, the control center is right here by the front door. So we've got the light controls for the inside overhead lights, the outside floodlight, and under awning LED light. The wall lighting, now this is a standard feature on the Boondock Nation edition that we came up with. Because we do so much wrenching in this trailer, we really found that we needed some additional light to shine in the sides of the sleds. You know, when we're sitting here on the benches doing clutching, or when we've got, you know, something going on inside the engine compartment, this sidewall lighting shines in there really nice. So all those controls are right here, in addition to the exhaust fans that are in the roof. These work really well. They're full diameter in the roof vent, and they will just pull that exhaust out of here. Crack a window, turn those fans on, and it'll clear out that morning exhaust right away. So that's the light and power controls. Over here, we've got the main breaker, so you can flip this switch and make sure that everything is off before you leave the trailer to avoid a dead battery. We've got the awning controls here, and then the two thermostat timers, so you can kick on the back furnace, the front furnace. Right from here, you can even do it from standing outside the door. Just reach in, click that heat on, and get the trailer warming up. To power all this, there's two batteries underneath up in the front. And we rarely have to charge this trailer because it's got a big old solar panel up on the top. We find that this solar panel works so well to keep this trailer charged. Even on a cloudy day like this with everything on inside, we're charging at 12.5 volts right now. So when we're out riding for the day and got everything shut off, the trailer's charging, we can run the stereo, all the lights, the heat, and everything in here, and we rarely have to charge it with a generator. So as you can see, this thing is completely loaded with features, and we did our best to hit on every one of them. We're gonna be taking this thing all over the country this winter, and we know these trailers like the back of our hands. So if you've got any questions about Trails West or you're thinking about ordering one, hit us with a message. If you got any questions, we'd be happy to answer them.
We're going to be spending a ton more time in this trailer right here because we've got a lot of good stuff coming up for this winter. We're working these next few weeks until the snow flies to get everything dialed in, and we got a lot of good stuff coming up here soon. Sleds should be here before we know it, and we're excited to get to building those things. We got some cool things in mind, so be on the look for our sled build videos. But until then, you guys, we're back with weekly videos, so be on the look for those, and please subscribe. We're looking forward to kicking off this winter, you guys. See you next week.